vast world of entertainment, there are two greatest activities. There's BMX riding and skateboarding. These two activities are greatly similar, both relating to the X Games.
X Games!
But they actually differ in many ways. Are we on? Oh. BMX riding has many relatives, such as motocross, which is almost the same thing, but you're racing on motorcycles. There's also many types of BMX riding, such as racing and freestyle. BMX riders averagely make 30 grand a year, said Tony Hawk, who was actually a BMX rider for 4 years before he became a pro boarder. Although BMX riders do bring in the dough all year, it does take quite an amount of money to be a BMX rider. Like, a professional BMX bike averages around $1 grand and $35, and roughly around $3 grand to maintain it because it breaks very often. And if you're serious about being a BMX rider, you have to pay for practice time on the insane tracks. And all the gear and equipment it takes isn't cheap. It takes around $5 grand a year for all the goggles, their equipment they use. GoPros. Use GoPros, because those are cool. But if you're a professional, you can get many sponsors to help you with your dough problemo. Skateboarding, you don't have quite as many genres as BMX riding, but there are a couple, such as halfpipe and street park. This reporter's opinion is that street park is where it's at, rather than halfpipe. I mean, don't get me wrong, halfpipe is cool, but you're just going up and down on a continuous loop. That takes skill, but I'm just saying that it is way more entertaining to watch people do on a street park, because that is actually more like skateboarding than a halfpipe is. Professional skateboarders averagely make around $1,200 a month, which averages around 13 grand a year. Whoa, don't get too excited, because 13 grand a year is way less than 30,000. A professional skateboarder is around $200, which is way less than a BMX bike, averaging around $1,500. But skateboards do break way more often than bikes do. Then again, skateboards do cost way less to fix than BMX bikes. I think that skaters are more popular than bikers. But this is probably true because when you watch a skateboarder, you focus on their body. You can see their body move when they pull off their tricks. Honestly, when I watch a biker, I just focus on how sweet his ride looks and how great he can pull off his tricks. Whoa! Dang, that was cool. Oh, we on? Sorry about that. BMX riding brings in around 3 times more a year than professional skateboarding does. If you ask this reporter on his opinion on the matter, I believe that BMX riding is the overall better. But I probably think that because I myself do some BMX riding. You saw that earlier, right? I'm not that good at it. And I think that more people in America would rather watch BMX riding than skateboarding. This is probably because it's cooler. Yes, that is my fact. And that in America there are more BMX riders than there are skateboarders. This is so because BMX riding is way easier than skateboarding. I mean, if you think about it, who hasn't ridden a bike before? Skateboarding is a completely new level of intensity. So I guess the overall moral of this speech is, if you're going into a professional, awesome sport, make sure that it's BMX riding and not skateboarding. I mean, I don't have anything against skateboarding. It's not that when I was a baby, a skateboard almost ran me over. Nah, it's nothing like that. Help me.